G13.
Taken, and it has made all the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, please, my colleagues in the booth, great players for the Pittsburgh Steelers and great broadcasters as well, Chun Chilkin and Craig Wolfley.
How about it? Is there a better place to live in the entire world than Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? You know, this is great for both me and Wolf because we got here in 1980 after the last Super Bowl trophy was won. So our careers have kind of coincided with the demise of the Steeler dynasty. So we're just thankful that we have a small part, just got to be here today and see exactly what it's like to be part of the City of Champions.
How about a big hand for Coach Dick LeBeau? He just went by.
Hey, coming by right now is offensive coordinator. No. Went by offensive coordinator, Coach Ken Wisenhunt.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the greatest owner in sports, the chairman of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mr. Dan Rooney.
You know, this is really tremendous. There's a lot of people I could thank, the great players that we have, the great coaches. But what I want to say is this sign says it all, and that is for you. Thank you. You're terrific. You were great. You supported us all the way through. The press, they had their doubts, but you never did, and we thank you.
Dan Rooney, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't get better in ownership in the NFL than the Rooney family. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up in the next car, the defensive backfield of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Troy Polamalu, Ike Taylor, Deshae Townsend, Brian McFadden, Chris Hope, Chidi Iwoma, Tyrone Carter, Ricardo Coakley, also James Harrison, linebacker. How about a nice hand for those guys? Who day? We day. Who day? While we wait for more players, let's go to the microphone, number 78, Max Starks. You know, you can't really imagine a feeling like this right now. I mean, playing for a great coach, a great organization, and having great teammates like those guys right there. Chris Hokie! There he is, number 76. And his boy, Grant Bowman. Having teammates, and most of all, having a city like this, like Pittsburghers right now. We love y'all. Thank you all. And we brought it home for y'all. Thank you. How about this next gentleman over here, Mike Logan? He played high school football here in Pittsburgh at McKeesport. Then he went on to West Virginia, and he got his dream to come back to the Steelers, and now he has a Super Bowl ring. What a story for Mike Logan.
First of all, I just want to say thanks to the whole city of Pittsburgh, the Rooney family, Coach Cowher, and all our coaching staff. As a young guy coming from this area, I knew about the history and the tradition of the Pittsburgh Steelers. but I never imagined that I would have the opportunity to play in front of great fans like you guys out there. As a Pittsburgh guy who bleeds black and gold, it wasn't but a short time ago where I was standing out there cheering for all the guys in the great Pittsburgh Steelers like Lynn Swann over here to my left. I imagined that I would be one of them guys, and I just want to say that I love you and I'm happy to be a part of this. And let's continue to do this for the city of Pittsburgh. I love y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, now approaching the platform here, the Perry High School Marching Band. Give it up for the Commodores. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, more of Bill Cowher's outstanding coaching staff. Bruce Arians, wide receiver coach John Mitchell, defensive line coach, and we also have Keith Butler, the linebacker coach, who played in Seattle and got to beat the Seahawks in this Super Bowl. He enjoyed that very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, number 39, Willie Parker making his way over here. Willie! Longest touchdown run in Super Bowl history. The WPIAL Gateway Gator Marching Band. Give it up for the Gators. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for more players to make their way down here to the podium. What a season, huh? You're going to remember this one forever. You're part of history, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Bob Pompiani from KDK. We're very proud to be the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. How proud are you to be living in the home of the Super Bowl champions for the 5th time in the history of this great game? You know, the Steelers showed us a little bit of everything during this playoff run. At various times, we saw a quarterback turn into a defensive back and make a game-saving tackle. You saw that. You saw a wide receiver turn into a quarterback and make one of the longest pass plays for a wide receiver in Super Bowl history. And you saw a running back turn into a rocket. Boom! 76 yards en route to the end zone for the longest touchdown in Super Bowl history. But I got to tell you, these Steelers have always been about heart. A roster of great players will win games. There's no question. But a roster of great players with heart will win champions. That's what this team did. They had a lot of heart. You know, and in the locker room after the game, most of these guys were up there smoking the traditional victory cigars. Now, I don't know in heaven if it's a non-smoking situation up there, but if it is, I'm sure they're going to bend the rules today so that Art Rooney Sr., the chief, can light up one of those victory cigars up there in heaven. He's looking down and enjoying this moment. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up once again Tunchilkin and Craig Wolfley to talk about the outstanding and memorable run that the Steelers made as a number 6 seed. Give it up to the two guys in the broadcast booth along with Billy Hillgrove.
All right, Wolf. Now, you're down on the field, all right? Now, Craig Wolfley's right there, right next to the player, so he has a sense of what's going on before the game. And I think one of the key moments in this playoff season was what it was like in Indianapolis in the divisional round when all those fans were going nuts and just getting on the Steelers as the Steelers get ready to take the field.
That was one of the craziest situations I ever saw, but what really amazed me, standing there on the sidelines just before kickoff, the whole offensive unit is gathering, and down the sidelines comes Ben Roethlisberger. He walks out, he looks around at the crowd, and the crowd is going crazy in Indy, and he just smiles and starts clapping. Let me tell you, that took some moxie. That took a lot of mojo to get going there. And from that moment on, I knew this young man really had that nerves of steel. And I think when you see what this team accomplished in the Super Bowl, not only has this team got nerves of steel, it's got a lot of mojo. How's your mojo today?
Hey, Billy, now, Bill, you were a sportscaster when I came in 1980, and you've been around, been with the Steelers for an awful long time and covered sports in this town. Have you ever seen anything like what the Pittsburgh Steelers accomplished this year, going on the road, that long winning streak, to bring back the Super Bowl trophy here to Pittsburgh?
Tunch, I have not seen it before. Those great teams for the 70s, they were terrific. That is a dynasty that will never be repeated in the NFL. But this team, doing it its own way, showed me belief, courage, heart. The Pittsburgh Steelers are built on all three of those qualities. And by the way, about 2.5 hours before kickoff, we're in the booth at Ford Field, and we picked up the cell phone and we made a call to Myron Cope. And Myron told us he had his feet up on the coffee table already and was ready for the game to start. And I said, Cope, who are you going to watch the game with? He goes, nobody. I can't focus if there's people around. Let's hear it for Myron Cope.
You know, it's funny because after Billy got done talking to Myron, he handed the phone to me. And we were sitting there visiting, and he said, you know, Tunch, I'm going to turn the sound down, and I'm going to be listening to you guys. And I said, hey, Myron, this is my first Super Bowl. Any words of advice, any words of encouragement? He goes, don't say anything stupid, Tunch. We did miss him, though. I mean, this year, not having Myron, not having the arguments and the old stories, Billy, it was something.
We didn't have Myron at Ford Field in Detroit, but we did have his terrible towel.
And I think this is the first time in history that a home field advantage was right there in a Super Bowl because there were more terrible towels flying there than I have seen anywhere besides Heinz Field.
Tunch, I have some people to thank for putting on this very special event. The Pittsburgh Police Cycles, Allegheny County Mounted Police, the City of Pittsburgh Honor Guard, our government officials, our high school marching bands, Brashear, Carlinton, Gateway, and Mount Lebanon, North Allegheny and North Catholic, and Perry Traditional Academy. Let's have a hand for all the people who made this possible.
Stan Savran back with you, and this, of course, is done to honor the Pittsburgh Steelers, but really it is for the fans who supported this team and support them throughout the entire year. Marshall Harris standing by with some of the Steeler fans here at Gateway Center. Marshall?
Thanks, Stan. Steelers fans everywhere. What's your name?
Vinny.
Vinny, you're pretty excited to be out here. Where are you from?
I'm from right down the street.
Right down the street?
Yeah.
What's up with this get-up you got on?
What do you mean?
With the cape and stuff? I mean, is all that really necessary?
What are you talking about?
Are these your legions of fans?
Yeah.
How excited are you about this parade today?
Yeah!
But how excited are you about the parade today?
I'm so excited I'm about to pass out.
All right, Stan, I don't want this guy to pass out. Vinny, he's going to have a good time. Send it back to you, Stan.
All right, Marshall, thank you very much. From our vantage point here, which is right in the middle of everything, it's hard to determine how many people exactly are here, but there are a ton, and everybody wearing black and gold. Let's go back to the podium and hear from the mayor, Bob O'Connor.
Coach Carr, the Rooneys, the players, and all the fans, we all believed and we knew we weren't going there just to play football. We were going there to bring home a Super Bowl trophy for the greatest city in America, Pittsburgh! All right. Thank you for making me the greatest mayor, the happiest mayor in this country. For the greatest people in the world, Pittsburgh Steeler fans, we love you. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Mayor. Just driving by, you saw him quickly go by as Veron Haynes, number 34. Outstanding job this year, especially in the third down package. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to introduce Director of Football Operations, done a great job. He and Coach Cowher together, what a tandem. Give it up for Kevin Colbert.
Thank you. It's really awesome just to see the support that you guys have shown the entire season, even the seasons when we weren't quite super. This is great. You know, all along this whole postseason, the players were pulling for Jerome. The players were pulling for Coach Cowher. Coach Cowher was pulling for Mr. Rooney. And Mr. Rooney turned around and said, look, guys, this isn't one for the thumb. It's one for you guys. And all of us together, we want to say this is for all you fans, because there's no better fan base in America than the fans that are right here in the city of Pittsburgh. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Heath Miller, Russell Stuvance, Sean Nua, Tommy Maddox, ladies and gentlemen, number 8 over in this vehicle. He was here in '95 when they went to the AFC Championship. Didn't get a chance to win. He was back. Willie Williams, 27, now with a Super Bowl ring. Defensive back coach Darren Perry. Chet Furman, conditioning coach. And a man who's been in this organization for so many years, Mr. Dick Hoke, running back coach from Jeanette, Pennsylvania. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big round of sound for the president of your Steelers, Mr. Art Rooney II.
I just want to say thank you to the greatest fans in the world. You've been with us. Every city we played in this year, there were thousands of Steeler fans inspiring this team to do what they did. So thank you very much.
Hi, what's up? When I say who day, you say we day. Who day? Who day? Who day? Oh, I love that.
Brett Kiesel, Jeremy Tillman, Sean Morey,
There you go. Come on, guys. Come on down here and say something to the Steeler fans. Brett Kiesel, number 99. He shaved his beard off after it was over, but that playoff beard came in handy. You see all that speed he had running down Jake Plummer. You don't see many defensive linemen with that kind of speed. Come on, Brett Kiesel, number 99. Let's hear you talk.
We're the greatest in the world. We got the greatest fans in the world, too. Thanks for being behind us all year. We couldn't have done it without y'all. God bless Pittsburgh.
All right, Jeremy Tooman, come on up. Say something to the people.
Hey! How's everybody doing today? The number one fans in the country, the number one team in the country. I thank each and every one of you. We truly love each and every one of you. Thank you, Pittsburgh!
The first Brown alum that now has a Super Bowl ring, Sean Morey.
Thank you guys, Steelers Nation. There's nothing like it in the entire world, in the entire country for any team. Steelers Nation, you rock!
Ladies and gentlemen, head trainer John Norway. Ryan Grove. And Enrico Iso. Training staff, they make it happen over there. They keep these guys healthy. We also would like to thank our sponsors here today. PNC, thank you very much, PNC, and also Comcast for making this all possible. And we'd like to thank the Pittsburgh area Chevy dealers for providing the vehicles of today's parade. Thank you, Chevy.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next vehicle that goes by is the youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Next to Ben, quarterback Charlie Batch.
Come on, guys, we need you to come down and say hello to your fans, the people who supported you all year. Ladies and gentlemen, the clean-shaven Ben Roethlisberger. He took it off last night on the Late Show.
How we doing out there? Woo! Thank you guys so much. This has been a dream come true for all of us. And all of you, we're glad we could bring it home to you guys. You're the best fans in the world. You've been there for us through thick and thin, and we appreciate it very much. And we brought one home for the thumb. Thank you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Euless Booker, Arnold Harrison, Ron Stanley, and Perry Traditional Academy's own Rod Rutherford. Also in that vehicle, number 80, Cedric Wilson. Cedric, come on. Right behind Cedric, we got the special team car. We got Kevin Spencer, special team coach. Jeff Reed, number 3. Number 17, Chris Gardocki, who's waited 15 years. And your long snapper, Greg Warren, who did a great job in his rookie season.
And now coming up behind them, the best personnel department in the entire National Football League, Bill Kreider, Doug Whaley, and David Pettit. Come on, give it a run for these guys. That's the one who picks the guys for the Steelers to draft.
Steeler fans, the best place kicker in the National Football League, Jeff Reed.
Wow, this is incredible. You guys are crazy for real. Everybody give a wave to that truck over there. That's my family, the special teams family. Obviously, this whole team. That's my family over there, so I want everybody to give them a wave, give them a shout. Let me hear you now. Let me hear you. You know what? We went to Detroit with one thing in mind, and that's a ring. And one for the thumb, whatever you want to call it. We all got one on this team because we worked hard, and you guys supported us. You know what? We played in Detroit in a dome, but we really played in Pittsburgh over there. It was crazy out there, and that's one of the main reasons we won. Thank you for everything, guys. We'll see you next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, he had the good sense to leave San Francisco in the offseason. He came here. Cedric, the Entertainer Wilson.
What's up, Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh's the word. What's up, baby? How y'all doing? Hey, I just want to say thank you, man, for... Woo! Hey, I know y'all been waiting a long time, but I tell you what, there's a lot of guys playing this league for a long time, and this is my 5th season, my first year in Pittsburgh, and I tell you, there's nothing like it, man. This is a wonderful city. You guys are wonderful fans. and I hope to be entertaining you for a long time.
Cedric was terrific in the postseason. And we also have, ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Lebanon Marching Band. Give it up for them being part of our festivities here today.
Just a little bit louder this time. I want to make sure I can hear it down in Cincinnati. All right? Who day? Who day? Who day? Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? The Steelers!
I think Chad Johnson right now is back to black and white television, by the way. He bought a big plasma screen, but it doesn't work right, you know, because he thought they were the new team in town. That Super Bowl went through Pittsburgh, not Cincinnati. Ladies and gentlemen, number 82, Antoine Randall, L. Touchdown. Come on down, Antoine. We need you to say a couple words. Let's give it up for Antoine Randall L. L, yeah, baby. L, yeah.
Well, what's going on? Hey, just to let you know, we do appreciate our fans all across the country, and especially in Pittsburgh. Hey, we told y'all when we were 75 going against the Bears, we was going to bring it home. And here we are right now. So give it up all once again. We appreciate y'all. Say something.
Hey, coming down right now, the softest linebacker in the National Football League, Joey Porter.
Come on, Joey, come on down here.
You know, it's been a long time. I know the city been waiting on it. We definitely been waiting on it. And this is everything I expected, to bring the Super Bowl back to Pittsburgh City, baby. As long as I'm here, definitely know I'm going to leave it out there on the field, my heart and soul. So get used to this. I'm getting used to this. Plan on doing this once a year, baby. We're going to bring the Super Bowl back to Pittsburgh. This is it. Here in Pittsburgh, baby. I knew I forgot something. It wouldn't be right if we didn't break it down how we break it down. Y'all know how I go. When I say who ride, you say we ride. And when I say let's ride on three, we're going to tear the roof off in this city. And we're going to ride on three, baby. Y'all ready? Let me see you bounce with me out there, baby. All right. All right. All right. Let's ride on three. 1, 2, 3.
They said the bus, as soon as he gets done, I think it opens up. You can see the trophy now.
Those of you here in the front, you can't see it, but coming up shortly is the Vince Lombardi Trophy carried by Jerome Bettis. It's making its way to the stage. And in a car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars back, it's Mama and Papa Boss, John and Gladys Bettis. Mr. and Mrs. Bettis, ladies and gentlemen, right behind him, number 86 with the yellow hat on, Heinz Ward, your MVP of Super Bowl XL.
This vehicle coming through right now, let's say hello and welcome to the family of James Harrison. Ladies and gentlemen, we thought it was very fitting to introduce the MVP of Super Bowl 40, a Super Bowl MVP and a member of the Hall of Fame. Would you welcome, please, Mr. Lynn Swann?
Folks, I was here earlier, and we talked about transitions. We talked about from father to son. We talked about coach to coach. I came down here to do one thing special, one thing very important to me, to represent not just myself, but to represent John Stallworth, Franco Harris, and Terry Bradshaw, to introduce to you on this stage the #1 receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the holder of all records. He's been to more Pro Bowls than any other wide receiver. And he is now the newest MVP of the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 40. Give it up for Heinz Ward.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know the city of Pittsburgh, we've been waiting for this moment for a long time, trust me. Last year, coming a game short, we wanted to bow to you guys because this is where a championship truly belongs, in the city of Pittsburgh. And for us to go out there and fight and have the black and gold with the terrible towel waving, it's truly, I got chills down my back right now looking at the sea of black and gold. But, you know, this one thing was so special about this Super Bowl is I think, you know, for us going out and to try to win this Super Bowl, we wanted to win it for a bunch of individuals. You know, not only myself and my family, but for guys like Jeff Harding, Chemo, and especially Jerome Bettis. I mean, what he's given to the city of Pittsburgh. But not only we want to win it for us, but, you know, for Coach Cowers and the Rooney organization, but for you guys, because you guys what makes it us, what it all works when we go out on that field in Heinz Field each and every Sunday. So this championship's for you guys. Thank you. I got to bring up my man. You know, last year I cried, which I told him I wouldn't cry for him again this year, but
I'm going to enjoy the time spent with Jerome. But we sent Jerome out on a great note. To win the Super Bowl where it all began for him. So I want my man Jerome to come up here, man. I love him to death, and I always cherish. He's the greatest Steeler of all time in my book.
Here we go, Pittsburgh! We set out a long time ago to bring this back home to Pittsburgh. You all believed in us, believed we could get it done. This is ours, but this is also yours, every one of you. I'm just so thankful for everything that this city has been able to give me. I'm just so happy we're able to give this city the one for the thumb. This has been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, and everybody in this organization wanted to get this one for you all. You all have been supportive of us. Every single time we sat on the football field, you've all been there, you supported us, win, lose, or draw. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the memories that you've given me and the way that you've taken me in. I want to say thank you. No, thank all of you. God bless you. Thank you. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Bill's going to lead us in one final chant here. We're going to go on 3, and we're going to say, "Go Steelers!" on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Steelers! Thank you all for coming here. You rock, baby. Bill Cowher.
One last time, man. One last time. And at the very end, when I ask that question, you answer Pittsburgh Steelers world champs. Ready? Who dey? Who dey? Who dey? Who dey think gonna beat the NFL? Pittsburgh Steelers world champs.
For last, Super Bowl MVP Hines Ward, and then the man everybody wanted to see, the man everybody wanted to hear from, Jerome Bettis, who was the beacon leading the way for the Steelers and their world championship. And it's finalized by Bill Cowher, the hometown boy who has become a hometown man, who has made good many times over and now has punched his ticket to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Again, the last time we did this, it was a rainy day in June when the Penguins won their second Stanley Cup. For the Steelers 26 years ago, it was a frigid day in January after Super Bowl 14. Decades went by, generations went by, and for those here today, it is a memory that they will cherish for a lifetime. One would hope it won't be a lifetime before we get to repeat this just at least one more time. We are at Gateway Center in downtown Pittsburgh, and for now and evermore, the Steelers have their one for the thumb. Thanks for being with us.
We're from that time with the Super Bowl team. 3 times Body spray accept no responsibility for any injuries resultant from the wearing of this product. Any getting down and or funky, however, you can totally blame on us.
They've managed to exercise a little entrepreneurial muscle as well. Ben Roethlisberger helped sell Steeler merchandise on QVC earlier this week, and today Jerome Bettis' brand new line of buswear went into its first printing.
Well, we're excited. We've been working with Jerome Bettis, and obviously it's a fairy tale ending to a great year and great career. So we came out with 2 shirts, one the Super Bus, which I think kind of tells the story of Jerome. And then the other is the championship, which has a signature and his logo.
And the Steelers aren't the only ones reveling in Sunday's victory. This morning in Pittsburgh, accounting firm Alpern Rosenthal cashed in on a little wager they made with some accountants in Seattle.
We made a friendly wager with Clark Newber, who is an accounting firm in Seattle, Washington, and it was all based around the Super Bowl. We wanted to capture on a lot of the excitement around the Super Bowl, and we made the wager for masseuse because it's also tax season for us. Employees here are putting in a lot of hours, and this was a great stress reliever for them.
It made the 8 o'clock start a little easier.
Now, Steve told me the bet wasn't just about massages. One of the managers at the Seattle firm actually promised that he would wear a Steeler jersey to work, and Steve tells me the shirt is in the mail. In Point Breeze, Allison Morris, KDKA TV News.
All right, Allison, thank you very much. Well, this morning, the Super Bowl MVP got some attention of his own from Regis and Kelly. Hines Ward came out looking a little funny. He had a fake nose and glasses on. There he is. Even the Super Bowl MVP can have a little fun, though. And as all Pittsburghers know, Hines Ward always does it with a smile.
Don't you love this guy's smile? Always smiling. It's so good to meet a well-adjusted, happy person. They knock him down. They give him a horrendous tackle. He gets up smiling. Good for you.
Yes, it is.
Do you think that annoys your opponents in the game?
Yes, I think so. They really get, they say some bad things to me.
They try to knock, they want to knock that smile off your face.
No question, no question. They get agitated by me when they hit me hard, and I get up and just smile at them. It just ticks them off.
Good. Keep smiling. Yeah.
All right, after that interview later in the show, Hines went deep for one more pass. This one coming from Regis. Of course, Hines went long and scored a touchdown. What else would he do?
All right, not only the Steelers going Hollywood, they're also in the political spotlight. Jerome and the gang will be headed to D.C. very soon.
2 weeks before the Super Bowl, asking him to join the team, and he's telling an amazing story.
Speaking of the Steelers, they're everywhere. We've got clips from Big Ben at the Grammys, Jerome, on Leno, and Hines Ward on Regis and Kelly.
This is KDK TV News at 5.
News Chopper 2 over a house in Butler County. A guy named Grant Bowman, a futures analyst in New York. He says he was thrilled when he got the call from the Steelers to join the practice squad.
I never thought I'd have cleats on again, never thought I'd put a helmet on again. So it was pretty surreal for a while, but I got back into it pretty quick once I had them back on.
But Grant did have one issue: how to get 2 weeks off work with no notice.
I think I only got like 5 words out of my mouth. I was like, the Pittsburgh Steelers called, oh my gosh, ah! They didn't even let me say it. And, you know, they were so excited for me.
At his day job, Bowman's a full-time futures analyst at Lehman Brothers. No helmet, no shoulder pads, just a suit and tie.
Just like a long dream that I had there for a couple weeks. And I'm not sure I quite understand yet how big of a deal it was that I just went through.
Grant captured every moment with his wife Teresa by his side. The two had the ultimate Super Bowl experience.
Only so many times in your life you look at something and say, I want to remember this. And it seems like, you know, every hour that was happening. So I see something like, I got to take a picture of this. I don't want to forget this. You know, I don't want to forget this. So just trying to do it over and over, you know, in the locker room, after the game, at the end of the game, at the beginning of the game, you get to the Super Bowl, like media day, everything. I mean, you just want to remember it all. You know, I want to have this someday to show to my kids.
I kept looking at him going, is this really happening? Are we really in Detroit? And did you just win the Super Bowl?
Now back in Manhattan, it's time to assume his newest role, instant office celebrity.
My inbox is ridiculous. My email, just hundreds of emails from people I've never even met just wishing me congratulations. So it's cool to be a part of that.
Grant's return to work was delayed slightly by the parade and rally Tuesday that drew 250,000 fans.
I signed like purses, I signed like people's arms and different things, and literally I just started putting G74 because so many people are coming by.
Grant Bowman, number 74, Super Bowl champion. A late addition to the team, but now forever linked to the glory.
As soon as I saw guys like Grant, we're so glad to have you back. you know, we're glad that they brought you back and somebody, you know, that's been with us and has worked hard with us in every respect. So it really felt great. That was probably one of the coolest parts of the whole experience.
Both Grant and his wife got to attend every single Super Bowl event in Detroit, even though he didn't play.
It all started last night on KDKA. Ben Roethlisberger introduced Kelly Clarkson at the Grammys. He wore jeans, boots, and the Notre Dame Jerome Bettis jersey the Steelers wore to Detroit. Speaking of the bus, did you see Leno?
Please welcome the bus, Jerome Bettis. It hasn't really sunk in yet. I think it's going to take another couple months.
Jerome said his most memorable moment from the Super Bowl was hoisting that trophy into the air. Soon after, Leno asked if he had any regrets about retiring.
Yeah, I mean, I should have got my job ready before I retired. So I need a new job. You got to be open.
Jerome Bettis Ford, come on down. I gotta say I'll put you in a new Chevy Cavalier.
Exactly.
Come on, whatever it is.
I'm in trouble.
Jerome also told Leno about how his parents attended every game, which he says was an ironic twist.
When I got drafted, the first thing I did was I bought Mom and Dad a house. You know, I said, oh, wait, I want to do that. And then they said, well, you know, we're not going to get a chance to see you, so we want you to get us a satellite dish. So, you know, I shelled out a bunch of cash for this big old satellite dish. Next thing you know, they come to every single game. So I asked them, well, what was the dish for? They set me up for that one.
And speaking of his parents, Jerome says his mother hated football, and that's why he took up bowling as a kid.
I was a bowler. A bowler? Yeah, that didn't work out too good in the neighborhood, to say the least. There wasn't too many tough guys going to the bowling lanes. Hey, I'm going bowling.
This morning, it was Hines Ward's turn on Regis and Kelly.
Don't you love this guy's smile? Always smiling. It's so good to meet a well-adjusted, happy person. They knock him down. They give him a horrendous tackle. He gets up smiling. Good for you.
Yes, it is.
Do you think that annoys your opponents in the game?
Yes, I think so. They really get, they say some bad things to me.
They want to knock that smile off your face.
Oh, no question, no question. They get agitated by me when they hit me hard, and I get up and just smile at them. It just ticks them off.
In a more serious moment, Hines talked about how his mother was the most important influence in his life.
Here's a lady who was Korean, who came to the country, you know, really never had government assistance or, you know, didn't have any family members over here. Worked at 3 jobs to keep me put on clothes and keep me going throughout life. And I look for her through inspiration because, you know, when I'm out there practicing and it's hot and you just feel like I don't want to play the game anymore, I look back to what my mom had to overcome coming to America and working her butt off. To this day, she still works in the cafeteria in the school back in our hometown.
She just won't stop.
She won't stop. I try to get her retired, but for a lady that's all she's done her whole life is just worked her tail off, it's kind of hard for her to sit back and not do anything. So,
well, she did a good job raising you. I'll tell you that. Nice job there, Mrs. Ward. You know that.
They're everywhere. Now, new at 6, Hines talks about his relationship with Jerome Bettis, and Jerome Bettis answers Jay Leno's question, would he have still retired if the Steelers didn't win the Super Bowl? So watch for that coming up at 6.
All right, good stuff. Let's check in with Jeff Frizella now.
And live with Regis and Kelly in New York, and he then told a New York TV station he doesn't expect his schedule to slow down anytime soon, but he says it's all worth it.
Man, it's been very hectic, man. It's just, I mean, walking in the airport, it's kind of, you know, fans are going crazy, but it's just a wonderful feeling. It's really a dream come true of mine, and just to win, bring back a championship to the city of Pittsburgh is really is what it's all about.
Are you ever going to take that hat off? You know, at some point, by the time next season starts, you may have to take it off.
Yeah, but for now, I mean, I got a whole another 6 months before the season starts up again, and I'm going to make the most of those 6 months.
Ben Roethlisberger took the stage at last night's Grammys. He was there to introduce singer Kelly Clarkson. Roethlisberger was still showing his affection for Jerome Bettis, wearing number 6 Notre Dame jersey under his sports coat. And Bettis wasn't in, I should say, Bettis went from, I think, New York to Pittsburgh to Los Angeles, where he was on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
And Bettis says it still hasn't really completely sunk in that the Steelers won the Super Bowl. You know, they did, though. And he revealed that his mother was not very happy with him when he promised his team that she would cook dinner for them, but was glad to do it when the time came. Bettis also told Leno he would have retired even if the Steelers had lost on Sunday.
You're 33 years old. It does seem so young when you're my age. Yeah.
But in football, in football years, I'm about 60. You know what I'm saying? In football years, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you find yourself get up?
Dinosaur.
Do you make that noise in the morning?
Yeah. Oh,
really?
no, a whole lot of those.
Really?
Yeah. Monday morning is not a good day for me.
But it was a great career.
Yeah, absolutely.
The CBS Evening News with Bob Schieffer is coming up.
They went to Notre Dame. Anyway, it's coming from way back in the pack and going all the way into the Super Bowl, on the road, traveling, never stopped the team, never stopped him, and he won the thing before his hometown fans in Detroit. Here, ladies and gentlemen, Jerome the Bus Bettis. You know what you gotta love it. All right. Gelman, take the towel. What you gotta love about this guy is that big, broad smile.
Oh, it's
And I talked about it. And years ago when you were going to Notre Dame and I was there, we were doing some kind of an event in the old field house. And there was your mom and her sister, you know, your aunt.
Yeah.
And the whole family's got that great big smile on it. And it's just absolutely fabulous. What a career. What a career, man.
Incredible.
Huh?
But we said you look so young. Why retire? You got 10 more years. I know you've got 10 more years of football.
I will be crawling in 10 years, so no. It's definitely time. Physically, the body's just starting to wear, and you only can play this game for so long. This is a young man's game.
But you did everything right. You won the championship, and then they asked, what are you going to do next year? And you made that decision right there. You didn't say, I'm going to think about it. You said, that's it. I'm out of it.
Well, before we even got to Detroit, I went and talked to Mr. Rooney, the owner, and his son, Art Rooney, the president, and I told, both of them that, it was time, and they gave me their blessings, and
it's a great organization.
Great organization.
The coach, the owner, everybody.
And everybody's on the same page. And so I told them, it was time for me, win, lose, or draw, that this was going to be my last game. And
But do you think, had you lost, would you have ached for one more season just to try to get that Super Bowl
no question
championship?
about it. Because that's what brought me back this past year. Because I was really considering retiring, a year ago, and I decided to come back.
And thank God you didn't. But Bus, it wasn't always easy for Jerome. He was picked by the Rams, and they had a different kind of offense, didn't they? Which they couldn't use his big bruising back as much as they should have, and so he was considering dropping out. Right? And did you call Lou Holtz and ask him for advice?
I did, and I went back to school because
you went back to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I was considering retirement. I mean, after 3 years, because I didn't want to go back to the Rams and so I went back to school, and Coach Holtz he told me who was a player that I saw on TV. It wasn't Jerome Bettis, and so he sat me down and gave me a good lashing, and
that's great.
And got you up again. And out you came. We'll be right back with Jerome Bettis.
Tune in to see your beautiful baby all next week during Live's Beautiful Baby Week.
Tons of people have switched to AIG Auto Insurance and saved $350 or more. Don't believe us? Call now.
Forces unit, we risk our lives every day. You don't mind learning on the fly, do you?
No, Top, I do not.
But it's our families
Every person who knows one more piece of information could get our husbands killed.
who make the biggest sacrifice.
Are these the other members of the unit? They used to be.
Did you sign on to get out of the house, or do you want to come with me and kick the door down?
You do not tell your mother, your best friend, your priest, what your husband does.
The Unit, CBS March 7th after NCIS. So far, 2006 has been a terrific year for area teams.
They say this was a fitting way to end their Penn State careers.
From bowl championships to the Super Bowl.
Thousands of fans are pouring into Detroit this week for Super Bowl 40.
No matter what the sport, no matter what the team, no matter what the location, 10 Sports will be there all year long, bringing you the best coverage of your teams, more scores and highlights. 10 Sports, live, local, late breaking.
So now the big question is, what are you going to do with the rest of your life?
That's a good question.
Yeah. What does your big shot manager have to say about that?
Well, he said whenever you take a break, I can fill in.
I like it.
Yeah. I think you make a good co-host.
I like it, big shot manager. I like it.
You want to redesign the ring, though, huh? You want to be on the ring committee? I didn't know there was a...
every year it's designed.
Yeah, every year it's designed, but it's a funny story. I'm in the locker room, and I tell Mr. Rooney, I said, I would love to be a part of the design committee. He says, well, okay, how about you and I design the ring? And I'm saying, well, that's a big committee. Just me and him. So,
I guess Mr. Rooney was the committee.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I didn't know that, but the winning team gets a chance to design their own ring.
Exactly.
Great idea.
Yeah, and the ring is symbolic of each championship. So you get 5 diamonds because we have 5 championships as an organization. So it's going to be a pretty big ring.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a lot of fun to sit down and get that.
I'm dreaming of it.
And this is a really major thing also. You know, being such an elite athlete that you are, I had no idea that you suffered from asthma.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's been a part of my life since I started playing football. I was diagnosed at 14, had an asthma attack going out for football, and didn't think I could play, but Mom and Dad, they
did a wonderful job raising you.
They did.
Well,
I've
told me read about with Jerome Bettis' stories the last couple of weeks, but here are the folks right over there. Mr. and Mrs. Bettis, thank you very much for coming.
So cute.
And thank you. That big smile, yeah. She's great. And who's that young lady?
That's your publicist.
Oh, your publicist.
No, not mine. Theirs. Okay. They're doing too much.
Okay. But anyway, did you ever have an asthma attack during a game?
Actually, I did. In '97, I had an asthma attack. We were playing in Jacksonville, and it was a point that changed my life because I realized how serious asthma was.
Sure.
It's life-threatening. And so after that, asthma awareness became the goal for me, trying to get out there and tell people about asthma and how serious it is.
Well, we see all the spots you made for television. Think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Listen, Jerome, we're all so proud of you. Notre Dame is proud of you. Wasn't it?
Go Irish. Go Irish. We are back.
We got that, baby.
We are back.
Don't you love him? I love him. All right. Go to our website to learn more about the awareness about asthma. And Jerome, good luck to you. Take care of yourself. And it's, what is next?
Friday on Live from American Idol, Simon Cowell.
What happens when you add real flour to the unbeatable no-stick?
Stars is where the new...
Trudeau, I'll bite. She's about 200 years old, not a sick bone in her body.
All right, what's her secret? Good diet, regular checkups?
So mean and nasty. I swear to God, she could scare the plaque right off her teeth.
Thanks for the warning.
God!
It's rated PG.
It's only right to think about the girl. So happy together.